Alchemist Astrologer, and this is your inner goddess reading for Leo Sun, Leo Rising, or Leo Moon. So, my lovely Leo goddess, what's going on in that pretty head of yours? Are you thinking self-affirming thoughts, or are you undermining your own existence with self-defeating dialogue? So, you have the Two of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. So there's a strong focus for you right now on your partnerships, contracts, agreements, exchanges with others. And you may be focused on making plans that include some kind of partnership or collaborative effort, something that is planting the seed for your security financially or emotionally. So some of these may be educational in nature. You may be an apprentice of some sort. You may be doing some on-the-job training. But you could simply be making some plans, some kind of news or message you've received that has a focus on partnership. And you're looking closely at your exchanges with others. Are they equal in nature? Are emotions being reciprocated? And in some cases, you may be feeling a deeper bond. You may be feeling very attached, willing to be loyal, devoted, supportive. In other cases, there could be some friction where you are looking at it and deciding that maybe you're an opponent to someone, or maybe something that you thought was right for you. You're looking at it and realizing that it no longer offers the opportunity that you thought. So this is the beginning seeds, fledgling start to something connected to your security emotionally or financially. And again, it's about, are you getting the mutual love, honor, and respect through your exchanges, or are there greener pastures? Is it time to look elsewhere for what your needs are? Now, you may be involved in a relationship where one of you is looking over there and, thinking that over there holds promise. It may not. You may be looking at something that's likely not to deliver what you think. But this again is about making plans centered around your relationships. And there's a small opportunity for gain within those seeds. You also have worth it. So you are really looking at whether an agreement, a contract, a relationship, a collaboration is worth it. Does it hold the seeds of opportunity or potential that you think it does? So that's what you're examining right now. Those are the thoughts that occupy your mind. Now, what's going on with your body image, how you feel about yourself? Are you comfortable in your own skin? Or are you prone to picking yourself apart? Is there some body shame or a constant effort to reach an unobtainable beauty ideal? You have the Two of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So there is some kind of dilemma that you're facing. So now this is your second number 2. So there's an emphasis on choices, options, dualities. Now you may feel very conflicted about something right now. How you look, what you're doing with your body, how you're caring for yourself. Perhaps the dilemma of having to, work so hard or try to pay bills is wearing on you physically. The stress of that. Or trying to move up the ladder of success. It could also be some excessive criticism where you're picking yourself apart. And maybe you've gotten in a comfort zone in some cases where you're simply in a rut. You're doing the same things over and over and over. So you're having to make a choice. Maybe you're at odds with others about how you should take care of yourself or what your ideal of beauty should be, what standard you should be living up to. So you may be conflicted within yourself or in opposition to others. So you're trying to call a truce, perhaps, with yourself or make peace with a situation that you are actively working on. And maybe you're too focused on the details of something, or you're not paying enough attention to the details. So this is about some kind of choice that you're having to make where you've been conflicted and perhaps maybe not doing anything at all because you're stuck about how to create that sense of success and happiness that you want, how to improve what you're doing physically, how you care for yourself, not criticizing or picking yourself apart or finding yourself in a rut. If you need to make some changes to your regimen or your look or what you're doing, then it's time to make that move. Now, for some of you, you may be dealing with some kidney issues. Maybe you're trying to manage your pain. You could have some kind of hormonal imbalance, or maybe there's just a lack of rhythm. You don't have a routine, or you can't get into a good sleep pattern. Maybe you need to balance your body and mind so that you can have more peace. If you have any kind of resentments, any grudges, nitpicking back and forth that you're doing with somebody, that may be weighing on your health. So it's time to take stock and recognize the mind-body connection, your mental processes, your emotional state, and how that affects your body. For some of you, you may have some issues with the small intestine, with your liver, your pancreas, overall digestion problems. Maybe you're dealing with appendicitis or pancreatitis. So those are things to be mindful of. But you are having to make some decisions where you've been conflicted, and your advice is to start over. If you can't get it right, it's time to do it again. Maybe there's some things about yourself, physically, emotionally, or beauty-wise, that you need to go back to the drawing board and start over again. Now, let's talk about your spirit, your creativity, your passion, your dreams, how you're honoring yourself. What is stoking your fire right now? You have the Seven of Cups and the Sun. So for some of you, maybe you're hoping for success, or you're hoping for romance, or you're hoping to be more creative. And you may have some confusion about that. Maybe you even feel overwhelmed. Or again, if you're looking at whether something is worth it, you're contemplating a lot of options, and in which direction should you go? Does it have merit? Some of you, the focus may be on your children, or perhaps dealing with authority figures or claiming your own personal empowerment. This is a card of success and making the right moves in order to reach that success. Are you afraid of it? Is this an enigma to you? There's something that you want, but you're not sure about it. Again, you're conflicted. Maybe you're overwhelmed with the options. There's too much before you and you don't know what to choose. In fact, this can be a card that says you're scattering your energy in too many directions, that you need to focus, you need to prioritize, you need to decide what is most important to you and go for that, and in the order of importance, work your way down. And you'll find that you have more free time. Maybe your focus is you're hoping to take a vacation. Maybe you want a break. You want to feel the warmth of the sun on your back. So there's some confusion. Now, this could also mean you're getting a lot done. You're successful at producing. You're very prolific, perhaps. Maybe you're an artist. You're creative. You're writing. You're painting. You're a singer. You're whatever it is that's artistic, a filmmaker, photographer. This is hoping for success and taking the steps that are necessary to achieve that success. And this is a time where you're going to get a lot of opportunity, people of influence, you're networking, you're meeting people that have good information that you can use to move forward. Doorways are opening. But you may feel overwhelmed or maybe even a little bit depressed, because not only are you getting those opportunities, but it certainly means that you're having to take on more responsibility. And are you prepared to deal with that? Now, it could be, you're feeling also frustrated or impatient about something. You're unsure, the options are not clear, you're uncertain. And so you're having to look at trying to push something before it's ready, or maybe you're meeting with that in others. So this is a time where your frustration or your temper or arrogance or dominance can actually undermine you. But the Sun is a positive card, whether it's upright or reversed, and it says that there is something for you to be optimistic about, something for you to look forward to. The danger is burning yourself out in trying to reach for something. And you also have face your fear. So if there's some confusion, or you're feeling overwhelmed, or you don't know what your options are, this is about looking at your own personal power, claiming it, feeling confident, using your skills of diplomacy, because that's going to take you a long way as far as a strategy to unlock the keys to success, whether it's a relationship, whether it is a creative endeavor, your own personal authority. This is about facing any fears you have about being successful. Don't be afraid of success. Don't fear the challenge that is before you. Now, what is your personal strength? This is your goddess magic. This is your magic to manifest in your life and the lives of others. It's your gifts that you have to share. You have the Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. So again, this is a lot of opportunity given to you by Spirit, whether it's a new relationship, a greater connection to divine source, a creative project. Something is being bestowed upon you from the universe. There's a promise of it, a covenant that you will find that emotional security that you seek. And there's a gift you have in sharing that. In fact, this is a period where you will feel compelled to speak your truth, to share your feelings. And the way you do that has the power to create important changes. It could be some rapid improvements, change for the better. The way you interact, engage, connect to others spins the wheel, changes the cycle. And you have to make sure that you're cognizant of your blessings, both great and small, because there is definitely some luck running through your circumstance right now. And you have to see that in order to appreciate it. And you also have to face your fear that some things, maybe you'll have to start over, but that's okay, because if it didn't work out the first time, it probably is working for you. So things that don't work out may very well be blessings. So again, consider your luck, change the wheel. Now, maybe there's a focus on the future, on travel, an actual vehicle. You're sharing your feelings. That's your gift. You have the ability, again, with the way you engage, the love you offer, your connection to Spirit, you have the ability to change a cycle and turn it in another direction. And part of that is just laugh. When things don't go your way, have a sense of humor. Keep things in proper perspective. So you can share in ways that lighten the mood, lighten the tone of a situation, and it makes a rapid improvement for the better. Now, what is your love lesson in relation to yourself or to others? You have, I can't forget, but I can forgive. Now, again, if you're harboring some kind of resentment, it's likely to play out on your own body. If you've been conflicted or in opposition with others, it may be time to face something where you felt overwhelmed or confused, frustrated, impatient about something. And examine, the worth of your exchanges. And forgiveness is important, not just for the other person, but for yourself as well. It's also important in some cases not to forget, because when you forget something, you're likely to repeat those same mistakes. Now, what is the goddess archetype you're meant to embody during this period? You have Mary and miracles. This is a very positive reading, Leo. You've got a lot of potential here. and a lot of opportunity to connect with others in a way that is empowering and in a way that provides emotional and financial security. But let's see what Mary's empowerment message is. The Christian goddess Mary, Mother of Miracles, has come to celebrate with you today. She's here to remind you of all the amazing wonders that are everywhere in your life right now. Look around you, especially at all the synchronistic events that have already taken place. Ever since you were born, events and opportunities have come together to support you, guide you, show you love, and present the world as you see it. Look closely and see the hand of the divine working on your behalf. You are a powerful co-creator, and so you are responsible and accountable for the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that seed your field of dreams. Remember, miracles are uncanny evidence that from the invisible world, life springs into form without any reasonable cause for the effect. Mary gave birth as the great goddess was shown to do long before the Christian myth of Mary became real. She too proved herself to be the very essence of creation itself. In this moment, Mary reminds you of those miracles that you too can call into being. You don't need a cause or any evidential fact or calculation to believe and then see that miracles rise up in the conditions of your life. When Mary appears, you are reminded that you will never run out of miracles. Wow, Leo, that is beautiful. That's fantastic. Now, what is the last message from the universe? You have attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. Okay, so again, this is about your gift being able to share your feelings in a way where, laughing at something, making light of it, can literally turn the cycle. When you recognize that if you're participating in the criticism of others, or you're in conflict, maybe somebody's criticizing the way you look or your body or what you're doing, or you're doing that, it's really a call for help where you need to face your fear. And this gets back to looking at your exchanges with others, the plans that you make, the seeds that you plant. Is it worth it? Do you have to start over? It's also about, where you're spending your time. What are you putting your energy into? Does it have real merit? Does it carry real value? Now, the underlying energy is this Three of Cups. So this is more of those sharing, exchanges, celebration, connecting with others, friendship, collaborations. So there is something to celebrate. And again, you're likely to connect with people and have a lot of mutual exchanges of appreciation. You may be getting a lot of good information, pertinent information that you can use that is important. But it's going to be vital for you to separate fact from fiction. Because this is a time where you're going to be hearing some things that may not be altogether true. It could be some gossip, some rumors, some embellishment, some white lies, stretching of the truth. So you're going to have to hone in on what is truth, what is valid. This is also a card of healing, of prosperity, of sharing in the abundance. Now, it can also be a card of love triangles. So there could be a lot of options. Maybe, facing your fear about who to choose, what's the best partner, or fears of infidelity, jealousy. So the Three of Cups says that, you're coming together with others, you're sharing what you have, your gifts, the bounty, the wealth, the prosperity, in communion with others. So friendship, celebrations, socializing is important. At the end of the day, the answer is you. So you're gaining a lot of personal power and authority. You're being handed something, some opportunities, and it's going to be important for you to know what they're worth. Recognize your blessings when they arrive. Value your relationships and know which ones should be of value. You're going to have compassion for others, and you're going to have to understand when you're being attacked or feeling overwhelmed or when you are lashing out. Maybe there are other things at the root of that. But in any case, this is a powerful card because it means that you hold within you the power to make change. This is also about some kind of dissatisfaction or perhaps boredom or apathy. You may be weighing your options. It could be between two opportunities, between two people, maybe a job offer, or simply looking at your resources and whether you have enough. You may be juggling a lot of responsibility, and that may be part of your overwhelm. You're also looking at opportunity and deciding whether it's right for you. It could be that you're stepping back to determine whether you want something. It could be something offered in good faith, and yet you realize that it's not quite right for you. You see down the road into the future. You see the full picture, and you realize it's not something that you want to be part of. It could be, though, that you're missing some opportunity because you're self-absorbed. So you have to pay attention because Spirit is putting something on offer. Your intuition is prompting you. There has been some change. It may be change that you can't accept or you refuse to accept. It could be that you're having to step back to look at some recent decisions or choices that you've made. Now, one of the issues in this reading is that aside from the sun, there is no fire, which means there's a lack of motivation, passion, drive, or action. Your two majors are the sun and the wheel. So there's a focus on the future, on travel, on your luck, and luck is at play. Whatever's going on is sort of like a repeat. It's a cyclic issue that now requires you to look at it again and put some more thought into it. And it's about your dilemma concerning partnerships, collaborations, contracts, agreements, and whether you're conflicted, whether you're working together or working at odds. But there is some kind of turmoil within your situation right now. It could be because of outer forces at work, some third parties, interference, or unexpected changes that are coming through others. Could be, sharing of plans that becomes a game changer. Whatever this is, though, has the potential for lasting gain or consequently lasting loss.